right. Finally. I know you don't want to race. That's what I thought. So, I guess now's a good time as any to start. What got me into motorcycle riding? This dates back to when I was probably a freshman in high school. I had a friend named Frankie. He was riding, I believe, as a 1983 Kawasaki GPZ 305 classic motorcycle. And we would just go cruising around the neighborhood and stuff, you know. And another friend of mine named Danny happened to be dating Frankie's sister at the time. Danny's actually the one who actually put me on the in the driver's seat and taught me how to ride the motorcycle. It eventually got to the point where Danny decided, hey, do you want to learn how to ride this motorcycle? I said, yes, I do. So we headed over to this place called White Roads in Pilsen. Or, I don't know if it was called White Road, but that's what we called it growing up. It was a little place where these warehouses were, and these trucks would go and load and unload and stuff like that. And it was also used as a hangout area, you know, hangout place. We'd go there, drink, hang out with friends. It's a good time, White Roads. Anyways, hopped on the bike. Danny tells me, just, you know, take your time, ride up and down the road, get a feel for it. So yeah, I spent about an hour doing that, riding up and down the road. I believe another friend of ours, Mike, was there as well, if my memory serves me correctly. And yeah, so I learned how to ride the bike right there. And then he decided to jump on the back, and I'm like, dude, he's like, come on, now ride, you know, take me for a ride. Now keep in mind, man, I'm about 17, maybe 18 at this time, weighing all of a buck 30, 35. And here's this guy, stocky guy, weighing at least 200 pounds. And I'm thinking to myself, you're nuts. You think I'm actually going to be able to ride with you on the back and holding his bike up? And he told me, don't worry about it. So I didn't. And he jumped on. And to my surprise, I was able to do it. After riding the bike with him on the back a few times, he's like, all right, man, you're ready to go. I was like, cool. So at the time, we would hang out at this park called Whittier in Pilsen. We played ball almost every day, all day, literally all day. And so he's like, all right, man, we'll meet you at the park. And I'm like, what do you mean? You want me to ride this bike by myself to the park? He's like, yeah. My road wasn't too far. It was maybe a 5-minute drive. but it was still just the thought of me being on the bike by myself. He's like, you'll be all right, man. Just, we'll follow you. We'll make sure you're good. And, you know, just be confident in yourself. I rode that bike to the park, and it was awesome. Loved it. Another friend of ours named Gab, he had a motorcycle as well. Him and Danny had the same bikes. They were Ninja 600s. And they would take me out every day, almost every day, and teach me how to ride in the streets. What they failed to teach me, though, what I had to learn the hard way, is downshifting. I had no idea that, you know, when you're cruising in third gear, fourth gear speeds, and you go and, you know, you're approaching a stop sign or something like that, and they, you know, the only thing I knew was, okay, kick it down to first, you know. So I did, and without rev matching, the back tire kind of skidded a little bit, and I was like, whoa, you know, I'm like, what the heck was that? They told me, you know, they started laughing, these guys. They're laughing, they're like, yeah, you know, when you downshift, you know, you just can't, you gotta be careful with that. You just can't downshift, you know, going at, downshift to first gear and then let out the clutch when you're doing 35 miles an hour. So that was a lesson learned, and that always stuck in my head after that. But it was fun times, you know. These guys, I gotta say, you know, even though these guys were on 600s and I'm on a 305, they in no way ever encouraged me to ride fast. And they would tell me too, you know, if we take off, kid, you know, don't bother trying to catch up with us, because these guys were nuts, man. And they were like, you know, if we take off, you know, don't worry about catching up to us. Take your time. You know, we'll wait for you somewhere ahead. And that was cool. And I appreciated that. Unfortunately, my friend Danny did pass away on his motorcycle. Rest in peace. And it did send a little bit of a shockwave to me. And I kind of stayed off motorcycles for a few years. And it was rough, you know. It was rough, but I think about that guy pretty often. How can I not, you know? I mean, here I am riding this bike now, and it's a bit of an homage to him and what he showed me. And if it wasn't for that, who knows? I might be sitting at home on my couch right now watching TV. But instead, I'm out here and I'm enjoying this bike. I'm enjoying this weather. There's no better feeling than being on two wheels. Those of you who ride motorcycles know what I'm talking about. And those of you who don't, man, trust me, it doesn't get any better than this. That's my beginner story. Rough road. Here we go. This is the road I was looking for. 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. Sounds good. So, yeah, when I was able to buy a motorcycle, purchase a motorcycle, it was going to be a cruiser. gonna be that or nothing. Now the first bikes I was looking at, this was, man, back in November. First bikes I was looking at were bobbers. I was looking at blacked out bikes. Blacked out bobbers. They had the peanut tank, gas tank. One thing I didn't like about that was it only had I want to say a 3-gallon gas tank, I think. And it's like, man, I'm gonna have to stop and fill this thing up for gas every half hour, every hour or so. But I mean, I was willing to accept that because the bike was nice. I'll put up a picture of it right now. And wow, look at that. It's the ocean. Yeah, I like that bobber look. I really did. You know, I like I like the fat tire in the back. It had a tire. Oh wow, look at this curve. Awesome. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yes. I didn't find this road on my own. I was watching some videos on YouTube. I was trying to find some Chicago bike riders. And I found this one video of this guy who literally made a video of himself coming down this road. So I can't take credit for finding this road. And it looked real fun on that video. And here I am, recording my own video. To go from looking at an all blacked out bike to a bike with a lot of chrome on it. I'm thinking to myself, it's nice, but it's got a lot of chrome. I'm not looking for that. However, it was in the exact price range I was looking for. And sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you gotta just pull that trigger, because YOLO, you know what I'm saying? As cliche as that may sound, as corny as that may be, it is the truth. You only live once out here. We only get one shot at this thing. And once you reach a certain age and you start to look back at the things you've accomplished and the things you haven't, it kind of helps you make up your mind. This was one of them. So I pulled the trigger. So it's no more woulda, shoulda, coulda for me. It's if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. It was the best decision that I've made right now, you know? The only thing that really sucks about it, you know, I'm gonna go in there if I can. Look at that parking lot. That is an awesome looking parking lot. Let's take a look. Are the gates open for anybody? Am I trespassing? Gates are locked. Damn. Look at that parking lot, is sweet. Could have practiced some slow speed maneuvers right there. It's like these guys tried to get in there too or something. Drive this way, see what's over here. So yeah, that's my bike story. That's how it all began for me. And here we are, after all these years, riding my own bike, Can take it out whenever I want. No, it's private property, man. I'm not gonna go in there. And so yeah, but this is it. This is her right here. I was planning. This was a lot of chrome for me. Like I said, I wasn't really looking for a lot of chrome. So I had plans to blacken this bike out. I was gonna try to blacken out the Harley Davidson. Everything chrome that I could blacken out that wouldn't get super hot. That was my plan. But you know what? This chrome is starting to grow on me, especially at night. I had plans to put some my own LEDs. I was gonna order some LEDs so I can install them myself. And then this little thing was hanging, and this little button right here was hanging down there. I never really knew what it was until one night we came home. I decided to push this button here. I didn't know if it was a eject button or what, you know. I didn't want Nancy to eject off the back seat. So I pressed it, and lo and behold, to my surprise, LED lights came on. And I was like, wow, they look awesome in the reflection of all this chrome. So it kind of changed my mind. Once I saw that, it really changed my mind about covering this chrome up. And definitely want to be replacing this seat. As comfortable as it is for me, it's just not that nice for Nancy. And her butt starts hurting a little after about an hour. And it's understandable because this, you know, it's not a lot of padding back there. So, but yeah, I'm thinking about getting a bigger, higher sissy bar. This one is missing the pad back there, but I'm thinking of getting a higher one so that Nancy can chill and lean back a little bit more. And then also when I'm on my own, strap my backpack to it so I'm not carrying it on my back like I am now. So this is a feature of the drone that I was looking forward to testing out the most. I believe it's called the point of interest feature. Basically, you set your point where you want the drone to fly, and once you do that, it will circle that point in about, according to the book, it says about a 16-foot radius, and it will just move in a clockwise motion around that point. As you can see, I am just riding my motorcycle, and this thing is just flying around in a circle. I'm trying to stay in front of it. I didn't realize it was moving as fast as it was, but yeah, this is probably my favorite feature of this drone. There's also another feature called Follow Me, where you can just kind of set it to where it will literally follow you. And that would be cool too if I could use it, you know, to get some footage of driving down the street, but obviously that's impossible. Just have to do it in a setting like this one. This is the Woodridge Theater. Unfortunately, we lost it due to the pandemic. It's unfortunate too, because this is where we used to go to do our 2-for-1 movie deals. It was one of those theaters where you can sneak across to the other side after you were done watching your movie and go catch another one. And they would never really check your ticket stubs. But anyway, we're gonna miss it. It'd be nice if they were to reopen it, but it doesn't look like they're gonna do that. This parking lot was a little creepy because I was the only one there, and kind of reminded me of a scene from The Walking Dead or something. But yeah, this is an awesome feature on this drone, and I'm looking forward to getting some more shots of it when the wind isn't so crazy. we get these nice days here, and along with the nice days comes the high wind. It wasn't as bad as some days, but as you can see, the fact that the camera doesn't have any stabilization, I mean, it's kind of rocking back and forth. Um, the wind isn't doing it any favors either. But hopefully, on one of these days when it's nice out and there's little to no wind, that might be the ideal time to really fly this thing and see what it can actually do. But as you can see, I mean, look at the picture is not too bad. I think I have the setting to record in 2.7K or something like that, and yeah, it's a pretty nice picture. And looking forward to getting some more footage of this. I am getting better at flying it. I got a little more footage to end this video off with, but yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to use the force to bring it to my hands, and it was working for a little while, and then it just decided to change its mind. But if you're still here and you're watching this video, thank you so much for sticking around. I know it's kind of a long video. I really didn't intend it to be this long, but yeah, I was able to edit out some more stuff, and it was gonna be a lot longer than this. But anyway, thank you for sticking around. That beeping you hear is just the battery low warning beep. And but anyways, thanks for sticking around this long, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave some comments, any suggestions, things you might want to see. I'm open for them. So until next time, peace out.